This is so interesting because I know exactly what these Europeans mean when they say that America feels a bit like a movie. Like, I remember when I was in Texas last year, in Austin in particular, I ordered Ubers quite frequently to get to my friend's hotel. And, one day a Waymo turned up. The Waymo driverless Ubers. They're like those white cars with the massive radar thing at the top that have no driver. I just couldn't believe these were real, like an Uber with no driver. And I remember thinking to myself, am I awake right now? Am I in some kind of dream? It just felt so like futuristic. And just walking around Austin and Dallas, to be fair, it just felt they're different. And this sensation, I'm sure, is felt in other places as well. I remember feeling it a bit in LA, in New York. Just this, maybe it's because we also see these places on TV so much. Most of the media we consume in the UK is from America, the HBO stuff, the Netflix stuff. So when you actually get there and you see it in real life, it's like, is this even real?
America is like a movie for me. There's all the time a guy driving around in his truck, the size of my apartment, with flag flying around, like going 4 miles an hour for no reason. Then there's a woman going power walking with like a all pink outfit with a gallon of water, like she's training for the Olympics.
Yeah, all pink, and it's all Lululemon.
Then there is a squirrel looking at me, making direct eye contact with me.
America is just like every film I've ever watched. I felt this uplifting energy, and everywhere I looked just looked like every movie I'd ever watched. Yeah. And it was so exciting. Mm-hmm. Me and Shana, I was buzzing. I was honestly buzzing.
Bro, everything in America feels like a movie. Like the lightning, the rain, everything's dramatic. The people, just feels like everything is like a movie. I can't explain it. Anybody who's been to America, do you understand what I'm talking about here? Like, people, listen to this, look.
Yeah, everything is just like max. Everything is like taken like to the extreme. Like the weather is extreme, the lifestyle, the food.
Wait for this thunder, right? I've seen tornado warnings. I've had extreme heat. And
those are scary.
So dramatic.
Even your alleyways are cool as f***. Look at that. It's like a movie. It's like a movie, bruv.
Okay, so you come to America and you realize that everything is the way you saw it in the movies. Like yellow school buses, like big suburban houses.
The fire hydrants.
With mailboxes out front and newspapers on the driveway. Like massive grocery stores with entire aisles with cereal or chips. And then sprinklers going off unexpectedly.
The white picket fences.
While you're parking your car after going to one of the Starbucks drive-thrus. And yes, drive-thrus are everywhere here.
Because American people won't understand this video, yeah? But anybody who's from outside of America or Ireland or whatever, yeah? It's actually so goated walking around here and actually experiencing this shit for the first time. Bro, the school buses they get picked up on, that shit is real, bro. They actually go to school on a school bus, bro. Look at this street, bro. It's the most American-ass street I've ever seen in my life. I'm just floating around it, bro. This shit is cool. Just walk around. Being in America is actually goated. Because every single movie, every single TV show, every influencer, YouTuber, they all are in America doing shit. And actually getting to come here from someone outside of the country and experience it. It's just funny out. Like, why is there a fire hydrant? Like, why is that there? I thought that shit was just background effect.
It's like watching Stranger Things. Like that's the way I felt when I was walking around Dallas, like the suburbs there, the neighborhoods, the cul-de-sacs. It's like being in Stranger Things or some other, Netflix show where they show like everyday life in America.
No, that's actually real. This place actually makes you realize how shit Ireland is. I can't lie. This place is 20 times better. There's so much shit to do here. Bro, when you're with your friends in Ireland, you're like, I don't want to go out. There's nothing to do. You're just like, what we do. Bro, over here you can do anything. Go to any of the parks. Bro, you can get the best food possible. Bro, Top Golf, that shit is gold. There's just so much endless possibilities over here compared to being in Ireland. It actually makes you realise how depressing that place is. Anybody from America is going to watch this video and be like, going on about, but anybody outside of America is going to understand, bro. It's like being in a dream or something. Bro, I watched all of this shit as a kid, and being here for the first time, it's just funny.
The English have arrived in Dallas and Texas. You're about to find out why Brits are so obsessed with you. Every time I open TikTok...
Oh my God, don't remind me. The World Cup, what an awful performance from the manager. Like, honestly, I think we should get rid of that manager, Tuchel. He cost us that game. Anyway, let me not go on a rant about that because I'm still quite hurt about that.
I see an Englishman in a cowboy hat, learning how to line dance, having the time of his life. And I am not surprised, because for us, Texas is more than a state, it's a mythology. Before most of us met an American, we met Texas. Through westerns, through stories, and yes, Stone Cold Steve Austin. When we were growing up, we didn't want to be Earls of Downton Abbey. We wanted to be cowboys, like you, running around the playground on imaginary horses. That's why, when Brits arrive in Texas, it makes us emotional. Because Texas is the America we were promised as children. It's the hats, the boots,
The Wild West.
the barbecue, the impossibly giant skies, just the feeling that anything is possible and you can be whoever you want. Seeing and feeling all of that instantly takes us back to being kids, which is why it's so cool to see my fellow countrymen in Dallas. It's just a bunch of Brits living out their childhood fantasies. They're not discovering Texas, they're just finally finding out it's real.
America is just like the movies, and I can't believe it. We saw this school bus on the way back from Fort Worth, Texas today, and I think I'm too English to understand, but do people...
Man, I should have got one of these cowboy hats when I was in Texas. Ugh, I'm so annoyed about that. I love this color as well, this dark. What kind of color is this? What kind of material? This looks so good.
Actually get this to school every single day, because I'm starting to realise that Texas is so big that this probably comes to their house. Does it come to their house, or is there like a place it picks them up? I don't understand how the school bus system works. I also just thought they existed in movies. I was actually way too excited when I saw this. The fire engines as well are another level of cool. The fire engines just look so sick.
These are American things that felt like the movies to me as an Aussie living in America. Okay, first we have high schools, specifically the hallways, how they're like really long and they have the lockers along both sides. That is exactly like the movies. I can just picture like the school bully pushing the nerd up against the locker and being like, watch it.
Yeah, or giving him a wedgie or something like that.
Freak. Yeah, that's exactly like the movies. Next, we got your neighborhoods, just like your typical American neighborhood. Looks exactly like the movies. Makes sense, because movies are filmed in America, but it's just weird to see. All the houses look the same, everything's so clean, which is good, but it definitely reminds me of the movies. And then we got yellow school buses. I touched on this in a past video, but it's exactly like the movies. The movie I think of is Grown Ups 2. When I see yellow school bus, it was quite funny in that movie. So
Or Matilda. Matilda's a big one for me when it comes to the school buses. Who remembers Matilda with Danny DeVito? Great movie.
on the scenes on that bus, so reminds me of that.
I've just left my apartment, yeah, and I'm going for a walk, and I'm getting people wave at me, which is crazy.
I love that. I love that. That community, morning, how are you? Oh, love that.
In the UK, like if you go for a walk down the street, no one waves at you, but people just want to look you up and down.
That's not entirely true. If you are up north in the UK or in the Midlands, people are a lot friendlier. In London, I think people are just a lot more tired because they have to work so hard to make the money to live in London. But like above the Midlands, people are a lot nicer, I'd say.
A fight here, people are waving at me at being so nice and polite. That actually blows my mind. People want to talk to me. People want to make noises at me. I don't know what's that about. We. She went, we. I was like, okay, do we to you, not to me. But no, people are so much nicer here. In the morning, anyway.
What do you think the biggest difference is between America and England right now?
What I've always loved, because America gets a lot of bad press.
Yes.
Right? But I have found the Americans some of the most generous, kind people you have ever met. And the other thing as well with them is they have this incredible can-do attitude.
Yeah. Yes.
So if you have got an idea, in England they'll tend to slag you off.
Yes.
And they'll knock you down. And if anyone tries to be successful, they will, people will moan and bitch about things, yeah? But in America, they'll say, go for it.
I have genuinely noticed the same thing myself.
And I've experienced it firsthand. And very, very generous people. Yeah, very lovely people.
Okay, well, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. You guys are lovely.
I have a very serious question for all Americans. Is high school life exactly like they portray in the movies?
That's a great question. Like with the varsity jackets and the jeans, or was that just like high school in the 80s and the 70s? Like, do they still wear varsity? Is it varsity or varsity? Varsity jacket? My American accent is not great, guys, and it needs a lot of work.
Do you have all these various different groups, like the jocks, like the cheerleaders, the nerds? Like, is that realistic? And also, do people sit on different tables and such, or is that just a movie thing? Also, does everyone come to the football games on a Thursday or a Friday night? Do you also have a prom queen and a prom king? Like, this is all stuff I need to know. Because honestly, high school is something I would have loved to experience as a Brit. So let me know in the comments if it's all true, and if you want to see more adventures of me in America, drop me a follow.
Bro, this is so crazy. It's all real. Cheerleaders, like the band, it's all real. I really thought it was fake. Look, they got the whole like court spreaders here in pajamas. Everything. It's all real. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. They just playing. Look. Look at the cheerleaders. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look. What is this?
Yeah, we just don't have this here. The marching bands, the cheerleaders, it just doesn't exist. Like, high school sports in America is a big deal. Here, nobody, and I mean nobody, watches high school sports.
It's so... Yo.
I'm a Brit living in America, and these are the biggest culture shocks that I found living in the US. First things first, the mailboxes. The mailboxes here really are like the movies. They're kind of just outside your house. You don't have a letterbox. And also, people do love an American flag. You don't really see anybody in the UK put a British flag outside their house, but here, it's more normal to have a flag outside your house than not. Most houses in the UK, I would say, are townhouses or semi-detached houses. I grew up in that typical brick semi-detached house, where here, most houses are just normal detached houses. This is something that I definitely don't think we have in the UK.
I think the detached house thing is a space thing. Here, the UK is obviously so much smaller than the US. I think the UK can fit into Texas like 3 times. So yeah, just there's no space.
But fire hydrants. We have a fire hydrant on every corner in our neighborhood, and I think in any neighborhood. They look like this, and it's just here, obviously, in case there's a fire. I also find here in the US, people take a lot of pride in their home. Now, I'm not saying people don't in the UK, but look, people love to garden. They love to maintain the grass outside their house. Everything has to look perfect. Where I find in the UK, we're not as bothered about that. I've had a lot of comments.
Is it because of the HOAs that, like, people are so, serious about how their houses they look, the front gardens, the front yards and all of that? Because if you don't look after it, the HOAs can fine you.
Saying all the houses here look exactly the same. While they definitely do look similar in some aspects, I also find they look more different than houses in the UK. Most single family homes here in the US will have a 2-car garage, which again, in the UK, if you have a garage, most of the time it's definitely not a 2-car garage. I mean, the garage that we had growing up, I don't even know if you could fit a car in there, but here, most garages you can fit 2 cars in.
Yeah, most people here turn their garages into a bedroom just because the houses are so much smaller.
Anything else that you want to know, let me know in the comments.
Americans live like the main character, whereas Brits live like something bad is going to happen. In America, people are loud, outgoing. Americans wake up and think, yeah, today is going to be a good day. I'm going to get after it. People in the UK wake up miserable, defeated and grumpy, craving tea.
I mean, it's a bit of a generalization, but I guess maybe there's some truth, but a bit of a generalization.
Tea bags. It's completely different. In America, people go and get after exactly what they want. They're loud. They talk about what they're doing. They support each other. In the UK, there is no support.
If you tell someone a good idea, they will tell you it's a bad idea, and they will not support you. The only time they'll support you is if you make it. It's completely different. It feels like when I went to America, I experienced real life. It feels like the color appeared again. Whereas in the UK, yeah, it might be sunny right now, but the people don't act like it's sunny ever.
Do you know what it is? I think it's because in the UK, so many people are struggling. Like, the wages here are just so bad. I've spoke about this before. People just don't have money to spend. And, you know, when you're struggling financially, it's like a cloud above you. You know, I've been broke before. It's just an awful feeling. So I think that's probably what's affecting a lot of Brits.
Constant misery.
I've just left my apartment.
Man, a lot of this stuff hits home for sure. I've said a lot of this before, but, you know, I do feel like I'm at the point in my life where I could see myself living in America. Like, my girlfriend, she doesn't want to move because, you know, her parents are older and she wants to spend as much time with them as possible. She doesn't want to be away from them, which I totally understand. But if she was more open to moving to America, I would probably move to America this year, you know, because I feel like a lot of the, you know, attitude, that can-do attitude, you know, ideas that I have, I'd have a much better time making them a reality in America. And not just that, like, I enjoy the food, I enjoy the culture, the things you can do in America. It's just, I would have so much fun there. I know I would. But maybe in the future, who knows? Maybe in the next few years, like, and even if it doesn't have to be forever, like 6 months, a year. But I suppose also, like, how would I get there? Because, you know, I think that the visa waiver program exists. So people from the UK, I think, can go for 90 days at a time to the States. But I'm not sure if you can work during that time. So I'd have to do a bunch of research into, like, you know, the actual realities of having to, of all the stuff I'd need to move there. But dude, I would move there for sure. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And if you did, check out this video right here and hit the join button below. See you there.